Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject maths in standard 8. In this video, we are going to continue with our chapter number 15, area. We will see formula for area of rhombus. We will solve the sums from practice set 15.2. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side. Press the bell icon also to get my all videos. So children, we have been studying about areas of different shapes and figures in this lesson, chapter number 15, area. In previous video, we have studied about area of a parallelogram. In this video, we will be studying about area of rhombus. So let us first see what do we mean by rhombus. We have studied about different types of quadrilateral in our chapter number 8. Quadrilateral, its types and construction. So rhombus, we all know, rhombus is a type of quadrilateral whose all four sides are congruent to each other. So in this particular rhombus ABCD, we can see that side AB is congruent with side BC, is congruent with side CD, is congruent with side AD. All four sides are congruent to each other. Again, we can observe there are two diagonals, diagonal BD and diagonal AC. They intersect each other at point P. So diagonals of rhombus intersect at certain point, and at that point of intersection, four right angles are formed. We can see here there are four right angles. What are the names of these right angles? Right angle APB, right angle BPC, right angle DPC and right angle APD. In this way, four right angles are formed at the point of intersection of two diagonals. So, what we can say about the property of diagonals of rhombus? Property is the diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other, or we can say that diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Bisect means what? They make two equal parts of each other. That means what? This seg AP is congruent with seg CP and seg BP is congruent with seg DP. In this way, they bisect also each other. Now let us see the formula for area of rhombus. So area of rhombus formula is half multiplied by product of lengths of diagonal. Half into product of lengths of diagonals. Now, if we want to apply the formula to this particular rhombus, how we can write it? It can be written as area of rhombus ABCD. For rhombus also we have to put the symbol of quadrilateral. So, area of rhombus ABCD is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by product of lengths of diagonals. So, diagonals are AC and BD. That means length AC multiplied by length BD. In this way, we can apply the formula to any type of rhombus. So, let us once again revise the formula. Formula is area of rhombus is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by product of lengths of diagonals. Now, let us see the sums. So, now let's start practice set 15.2. So, the question is, length of diagonals of rhombus are 15 cm and 24 cm. Find its area. Lengths are given 15 cm and 24 cm. We have to find the area of diagonal. So let us see how to solve the sum. Write solution. Here, lengths of diagonals of rhombus are 15 centimeter and 24 centimeter. We can directly use the formula. You can write by using formula, or you can directly write the formula here. What is the formula? Formula is area of rhombus is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by product of lengths of diagonals. Okay, so if 15 centimeter is length of first diagonal and 24 centimeter is the length of second diagonal, here we can write let D1 is first diagonal, so D1 is length of first diagonal will be equal to 24 centimeter, or we can write it as 15 centimeter also, and D2 is equal to 15 centimeter. So we can take it as D1 and D2, that will become easy. So half multiply by D1 multiply by D2, diagonal 1 multiply by diagonal 2. So 1 upon 2 multiply by 24 into 15, or 15 into 24. We can write anything. So we can cancel this 24 by 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 twos are 4. We are getting 12 multiply by 15. We can multiply 12 by 15 orally. 12 15. 12 5s are 60. 0 return 6 carrying. 12 ones are 12 plus 6 is 18. So 180 is the answer. As it is area, so the unit should be square centimeter. When the length of diagonal is centimeter, the area unit will be square centimeter. When the lengths of diagonals are in meter, the area of rhombus will be square meter. So in this way we have to solve the sum. Now second question is, length of diagonals of rhombus are 16.5 and 14.2 centimeter. Find its area. So two lengths are given. Let us write the solution in the similar way. Solution is here. Lengths of diagonals of a rhombus are 16.5 centimeter and 14.2 centimeter. So one length we can take it as D1 and other length we can take it as D2. So let D1 is equal to 16.5 centimeter and D2 is equal to 14.2 centimeter. Okay. Now we will be writing the formula. By using formula you can write, or only formula you can write. It is up to you. Formula is, we have to write full formula. Area of rhombus is equal to 1 upon 2 multiply by product of lengths of diagonals. That means what? 1 upon 2 multiply by diagonal 1 multiply by diagonal 2. D1 multiply by D2. So 1 upon 2 multiply by 16.5 multiply by 14.2. Now in 16.5 it is a odd number. It is not easy to cancel by 2. So we will cancel this 14.2 by 2 because it is even number and it can be cancelled easily by 2. So 2 ones are 2. 2 sevens are 14. Point is there and 2 ones are 2. So we are getting 16.5 multiplied by 7.1. We have to do this multiplication in rough. So I will be showing here on this side. It can be written as 165 multiplied by 71. Okay, and afterwards we can put the points. So 1 into 165 answer will be same. 165 we will put across. Now 7 multiplied by 7 5s are 35. 5 written, 3 carrying. 7 6 are 42. 42 plus 3 is 45. 4 carrying. 7 1s are 7 plus 4 11. Now add 5 as it is. 6 plus 5 11. 1 written, 1 carrying. 5 plus 2 7 and then 1 1. So we are getting 1 1 7 1 5. Now see children, in this number also after point 1 digit is there, in 16.5 also, and in 7.1 also after point there is 1 digit. So in answer there should be 2 digits after point. So I have to put the point here, 117.15 square centimeter. Now see question number 3. If perimeter of a rhombus is 100 centimeter, length of one diagonal is given 48 centimeter, We have to find the area of quadrilateral, area of this rhombus we have to find out. Perimeter is given, length of one diagonal is given. And we all know the formula for area of rhombus is half into product of lengths of diagonals. That means we require the lengths of both the diagonals. Only one diagonal length is given. That means from this perimeter we should get the length of second diagonal first, and then we will solve the sum. So let us see how to solve this sum. As you all can see, I have drawn one rhombus here, rhombus ABCD. We can draw one diagonal. This can be one diagonal, BD can be the one diagonal. Here I am drawing. So this is one diagonal which is 48 centimeter, and perimeter is given. Perimeter we all know, we have studied in our 7th standard. Perimeter means sum of lengths of all four sides. So the formula for perimeter of rhombus also we have learned in our 7th standard. The formula is 4 multiplied by side. So we will be first applying the formula of perimeter of rhombus, and then we will find out the length of second diagonal. Let us see how to do this. First we will solve. Write the solution. What is given to us in a rhombus? Perimeter is equal to 100 centimeter and length of one diagonal we write it as D1. Okay, length of one diagonal D1, which is equal to 48 centimeter. So first from perimeter we will be finding out the side of rhombus. So perimeter formula we all have studied last year. We will be using that formula now. By using formula, perimeter of rhombus is equal to 4 multiplied by side. Now see children, perimeter is given, so we put the value below perimeter. It is 100, which is equal to 4 multiplied by side. Now this 4 multiplied by I transfer on left hand side, 100 as it is. This multiply by 4 will become divide by 4 is equal to only side is remaining. So 100 divided by 4 we can do this. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8 and 4 5s are 20. So in this way 25 is equal to side. That means side of a rhombus is we are getting. Therefore side of a rhombus is equal to 25 centimeter. So in this way side we have got. I will be writing side here. It is 25. All the sides will be of 25, we all know. Now let us apply the property of diagonals of rhombus. In the beginning of this video only I told you the properties of diagonals of rhombus. That property is diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So we will be using this property of diagonals of rhombus. Now let us draw the second diagonal here, diagonal AC. So they intersect each other at point O. This is point O. So AC and BD intersect each other at point O. But property is they are perpendicular bisector of each other. So perpendicular means here 90 degree angles are made. All four angles will be 90 degree. and they bisect each other means what? They make two equal parts of each other. That means this BO, B to O, distance is equal to D to O. So BO is equal to DO. As BD is 48 centimeter, BO will be 24 and DO will be 24. Similarly, AO and CO will be congruent. AO and CO will be congruent. So first we will be writing about this about this DO and BO. So therefore length DO is equal to length BO. They are half of this BD. This full diameter is 48 centimeter. So BO and DO will be half of this BD. It will be half of length BD. So BO and DO will be equal to, therefore length DO is equal to length BO, and they will be equal to half of 48. Half of 48 we all know it is equal to 24. So half of 48 is 24. So DO and BO are equal to 24. So only this half is 24. Now let us observe this angle AOB, as they are the diagonals are perpendicular bisector. Bisector property we have used here for finding out the length of DO and BO. Now perpendicular property we will be using. Here 90-degree angle is formed, that is property of perpendicular. So as 90-degree angle is formed, this triangle AOB will be right angle triangle. Here I will be writing angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. This angle AOB is 90 degree, and that's why this triangle AOB I will be writing here. Therefore triangle AOB is a right angle triangle. Now we all know in right angle triangle we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So as it is a right angle triangle, if I draw a triangle here also, I can show you by drawing the triangle here. This is triangle AOB. So I am drawing here. This is triangle AOB. I have drawn this part. Okay. Triangle AOB, this part I have drawn here. So O is a 90-degree angle, and that's why this triangle AOB is a right angle triangle. Now see children, we will be applying Pythagoras theorem. So what is the Pythagoras theorem? By Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. In place of base and height, we can write one side square plus other side square. So as AB is the side which is opposite to right angle, that's why AB will be our hypotenuse. It will be our hypotenuse. So AB, length AB square is equal to base. So one side can be taken as base and other side can be taken as height. Otherwise you can write one side square plus other side square also. It is one and the same thing. So I will be writing the name of base and height now. So I can take BO as base and AO as height. Now we will be substituting the values. AB is known to us, it is 25. AB is 25. Now we have divided BO into in this way. So BO we have got 24 here. So AB is 25 square. BO is 24. So BO is 24 square is equal to length, plus, not is equal to, plus length AO square. So 25 square is, we all know, 625. 24 square is 576 plus length AO square. Now I will transfer this 576 on left hand side, 625 as it is, plus 576 transfer, it becomes minus 576 is equal to length AO square as it is. 625 minus 576 will be 49 plus length AO square. Now we are getting AO square, this AO, square of this AO we are getting. We require only AO. So what should be done? Taking square root of both the sides. So we will be taking square root of both sides, and therefore under root 49 is equal to under square root AO square. Now here square and square root cancel each other, only AO is remaining, and here square root of 49 is 7. So therefore length AO is equal to 7. Now AO is 7. This half of diagonal is 7. So full diagonal will become double of it. AC will be double of AO. Therefore AC is equal to, length AC is equal to second diagonal. Okay. AC is the second diagonal. So length AC is equal to 2 multiplied by length AO, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 7. So answer is 14. Therefore length of second diagonal D2 is equal to 14 centimeter. So in this way we have got the length of second diagonal. Length of first diagonal is already given to us. So by applying all this method, by applying all the procedure, now we are getting the length of second diagonal. So after getting the length of second diagonal, we can find out the area of quadrilateral. We will apply the formula of area of rhombus. So we will be writing the formula. Therefore area of a rhombus is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by product of lengths of diagonals. So half into D1 multiplied by D2. So D1 is given to us, which is 48. So half into 48. Just now we have got the value of D2, which is 14. You can cancel it. 2 2s are 4. 2 4s are 8. 24 into 14 is equal to 14 4s are 56. 6 written, 5 carrying. 14 2s are 28. 28 plus 5, 33. 336 square centimeter is the area of this rhombus. In this way we can find out the area of rhombus by applying this method. Now let's go on the last question of this practice set 15.2. If length of diagonal of rhombus, that means length of one diagonal of rhombus is given 30 centimeter, its area is given to 40. We have to find the perimeter of rhombus. So let us start. We have given the length of one diagonal for a rhombus, or in a rhombus we can write anything. For a rhombus, area is given. Area is equal to 240 square centimeter. Length of one diagonal is given. Length of one diagonal, I can write D1 here. D1 is equal to 30 centimeter. Now we have to find the perimeter. So for finding the perimeter we require the side of rhombus. For getting the side we will be applying the property of diagonal, which we have seen in our previous sum also. So let us first find out the length of other diagonal of rhombus. So I will be writing formula here. Area of rhombus, area of a rhombus is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by product of lengths of diagonals. Okay, so that means what? Half into D1 multiplied by D2. and area of rhombus is given to us, which is 240. So we should write the value below area. Now we will be writing the d1 value also. 240 is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by d1. We have got 30 multiplied by d2. So we can cancel this 30 by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 15s are 30. So we are getting 240 is equal to 15 multiplied by d2. So this 15 I am going to transfer from left to right or right to left, not left to right, it is right to left. So here it is multiply by, when we transfer it becomes divide by, is equal to d2. Now divide it by 15. 15 ones are 15. We get 5 and 4 9, 90. 15 6 are 90. So 16. Therefore 16 is equal to d2. Therefore length of second diagonal is equal to 16 centimeter. Now we have got the length of second diagonal. We should get the side. For getting the perimeter, we all know perimeter formula is 4 multiplied by side. So we should get the side of rhombus first, and then only we can apply the formula of perimeter. So now let us see, children. I am going to draw one rhombus here. So here it is. I have drawn rhombus A, B, C, D. One diagonal, this diagonal BD is of 30 centimeter. So this is of 30 centimeter. They intersect each other at point O. And this diagonal just now we have got of 16 centimeter. We all know diagonals bisect each other. So DO and BO will be 15 15. This will be 15 centimeter and this will also be 15 centimeter. 15 plus 15, it will be 30. Similarly, this AO will be 8 centimeter and CO will be 8 centimeter. We all know they intersect each other at a right angle. So AOB will be right angle triangle, where height is 8 centimeter, base is 15 centimeter. We have to find out the hypotenuse. That means if we get the hypotenuse, that means it will be the side of this rhombus. So let us apply the property of diagonals. I will be writing the property here. Diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. That means they bisect each other and there are 90-degree angles at the point of intersection. So therefore length AO is equal to length CO. AO and CO will be half of length AC and it will be half of 16, that means 8 centimeter. AO and CO will be equal to, AO and CO are equal to 8 centimeter. Similarly, we can find out BO and DO. Length BO is equal to length DO and they will be half of BD. They will be half of length BD. And therefore length BO is equal to length DO is equal to 1 upon 2 into 30 and they will be equal to 15 centimeter. So AO is equal to 8 centimeter and BO is equal to 15 centimeter. Now let us apply this right angle property. Angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. And therefore triangle AOB is a right angled triangle. So now we will be applying Pythagoras. So by Pythagoras theorem, I will be writing the formula. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. Now base and hypotenuse and height names are, hypotenuse is AB. AB is the side opposite to 90 degree. This is the 90 degree angle. So side opposite to 90 degree will be hypotenuse. So length AB square is equal to, one side can be taken as height and the other side can be taken as base. So I will be taking length BO is base and length AO as height. So AB square we have to find out. So we write as it is. BO is 15. So 15 square plus AO is 8 plus 8 square. So length AB square is equal to 15 square is 225, 8 square is 64, and therefore length AB square is equal to 225 plus 64, 5 plus 4, 9, 8 and 2, 289. We have got the square of AB. We only require AB. Therefore, we should write taking square root of both the sides. So take the square root of both sides. So what should be written now next? Next we can write, therefore under square root length AB square is equal to square root of 289. Now this square and square root cancel each other. Only length AB will be remaining, and here 289 square root is 17 centimeter. So in this way AB we have got 17 centimeter. As AB is 17, BC is also 17, DC is also 17 and AB is also 17, because all sides of rhombus are congruent with each other. So we will be applying the formula of perimeter of rhombus. First we write, therefore side of a rhombus is equal to 17 centimeter. Now we will apply the formula for perimeter of rhombus. Therefore perimeter of rhombus is equal to 4 multiplied by side. So just now we have got the side value. 4 multiplied by side is 17, and 17 fours are 68 centimeter. In this way perimeter of rhombus we can get. So first we have to find out the value of diagonal. By applying area of rhombus formula we can get the diagonal, second diagonal, first diagonal is given, the area is given, and then we will be applying the property of diagonals of rhombus. We will solve the sum and we get the half diagonals. AO which is 88 centimeter, BO which is 15 centimeter. Then we will be applying second property, which is the diagonals are perpendicular. Perpendicular means 90 degree angle is formed. So in this way AOB we have got right angle triangle. We can apply Pythagoras theorem and we can get the value for side. After getting side value we can apply perimeter of rhombus formula and get the answer.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.